So, good afternoon. Yes, my name is Inmaculada Gutierrez, and I'm the Director General for Renfe Proyectos Internacionales. I was asked to share with you some thoughts about the internationalization process of Renfe, and if possible, to also share some takeaways about it. And so we are going to be more on the strategy side of this track, I'm afraid. So first of all, a few words about the railway system in Spain. I guess this is this one, okay. So in Spain we have, several regulatory bodies, agencies, as everywhere. And, but the important thing here is that the government, let's say that the Ministry of Transportation, is the owner of two different companies. So it's the owner of ADIF, which is our infra management, and it's also the owner of Renfe, the railway operator. And we are the leading operator in our country. Definitely we are, but we are not the only one. Nor for passengers, neither for freight. There are others and other important competitors, especially in high-speed services. And in fact, according to the last National Commission for Markets and Competition report, they have taken a big chunk of the market in some corridors, like the Madrid-Barcelona corridor, where our competitors, Irio and WeGo, together, they represent more than 50% of the corridor, if I'm not wrong. So it's a big chunk, as I was mentioning. So from this slide, we can take at least three main messages. We are a state-owned company, which is, well, from the flexibility point of view, it has its issues. We are operating in an effectively liberalized market with significant competitors, and we are not vertically integrated. We don't have a branch for infra management. So you may see this from a strategic point of view like a threat, some drawbacks to work on them. But, well, it's not all bad news. We also have some strengths. By the way, I'm seeing a typo there, and I'm sorry about that. Renfe, as an operator, has the ability to work with many different technologies. And that's a good point for us. And we have a very talented workforce, a very good group of people that know very well the business. We have the second largest high-speed network in the world, so we are very good operating high-speed services. And we have a brand recognition because of quality of our services, punctuality, etc. So if we ask a consultant, give him all these ingredients and ask him, what should we do with all these drawbacks and strengths, what would he say? Well, he probably would say, use these assets to go abroad, expand your business. And, well, maybe he could add a couple of warnings. We are in a peripheral country. Renfe is a leader, but let's say, in the corner of the European market. So it's not only that we need to expand our business, we need to overcome isolation. Or we have to prevent to be isolated in a national market. So we need cross-border. That would be a first conclusion. And the other thing is that when we compare ourselves with other big players, we are, let's be honest, latecomers in the international arena. And it's not that we don't have important projects abroad. Yes, we do. We are operating as Saudi Arabia high-speed trains. We have a presence in North America, in the United States and Mexico. So we are doing important things abroad. But compared with other competitors, we are lagging behind. So maybe our consultant would also tell us that the good news is that we are in a very good moment. We are in the middle of the Green Deal, decarbonization process. Important projects are going on, and railway is on the rise. So take the opportunity. So with all this said, oh, sorry, was not on purpose. Having said this, probably we will, well, pay the bill of our consultant and start planning our strategic plan. And this is what we did. The company approved a new strategic plan in 2019 for 9 years. And the internationalization was one of our main pillars. And what do we look for with this internationalization goal? Well, first, business growth, diversification, risk diversification, and cultural transformation, reinforcing one of another pillar of the strategic plan. So we look for expansion, and expansion of business, of our footprint, and of course of our talent. And according to our consultant, we should hurry up because we were lagging behind. So this strategic plan envisioned the creation of a holding embracing all the ongoing projects and also the future ones. And this is the company I was mentioning before. Renfe Proyectos Internacionales was already funded before summer, and it's already full function, and all the international business for Renfe has been located under its umbrella. So, but this company is an instrument for growth. What kind of growth? That's the question. That's where the strategy comes. Well, according to our shareholder, even if it is a state-owned one, you need cash flow. You need to produce revenue soon because they don't want to be investing without any return for a long time. So that's why technical assistance project may be useful. So technical assistance, consultancy services in the sense of sharing our knowledge with third parties in order to improve or develop the railway system, so at a market price, of course. So this is relatively quick and effective for any company, but this is small money. I mean, these projects, even if it is a big, if you are doing technical assistance in a large project, they are relatively small. You need operations in order to bring money and to enlarge your size. And, operations, but there are different alternatives as well. It can be organic growth. So start in another country from scratch. Start a new business in another country. So you need the rolling stock, of course. You need the right people. You need all the permits, and you need the local knowledge. And we know that organic growth, takes more time, and especially in this sector, because homologation processes, certification, and even when you go to your natural expansion area, which can be a neighbor country, the process can be really, really painful because there are a lot of entry barriers and technical entry barriers, and you need to get the knowledge. So, the long period that this kind of investment takes can be something that may discourage the entry. And it's not that we cannot succeed. In fact, we did it. So now Renfe, we try to expand our business to France. We got the certificates for heading to Marseille and Lyon, and now we have daily services to both cities, and since this summer, and it's been a success. But again, it takes time. It's a long investment period, a lot of money to invest in, and you may succeed or not. So even if you take this way organic growth, you need other ways of accelerating growth. And the other example we have here is the acquisition of another company, or a company in another country, or well, at least a share in a company in another country. And our example here is Express. In 2021, Renfe invested in Express and bought 50% of its shares. Express is an operator based in Czech Republic. I'm sure you know Express, and with a footprint in other countries in Central Europe, and particularly in Slovakia, in Poland, and also in Germany. So why did we decide to invest in Express? Different reasons. First of all, it is a strategic area, Central Europe. A lot of things are going on there, and many more things are going to take place in Central Europe because high-speed services, well, should be a reality in that area as well. Second, because it is a company, it's the opposite to Renfe. It's small size, it's flexible. Maybe they didn't have the muscle, but they got the flexibility and they got the talent, very, very talented people on board. And they got an international DNA. They were, from the very beginning, they had a presence in different countries. So for all these reasons, we decided to invest in Express with a very specific mindset. We don't want Express to be a little Renfe. We want Express to be something different together with the rest of our shareholders, the local ones. And precisely that's the reason why we didn't change the management, and we have still the same management. It's because it is good to be different in order to look for synergies and to do like a cross-fertilization process when looking at new projects. And something very insightful, and it's bringing us, well, a lot of opportunities and hopefully success. So we see this as a platform for growth and as I was mentioning, looking together for opportunities. So, well, this is in a nutshell some examples of our expansion strategy. And I think from this relatively short talk, we have some important takeaways. First of all, that liberalization is opening up and fostering internationalization opportunities for the companies. So we will see more internationalization in this sector because of the liberalization of it. However, I think, and this is a personal opinion, that regulators should take a look at entry barriers in different countries. In general terms, and then in specific countries, we are making things very difficult in order to homologate, to certificate, and it's not that security and safety don't matter. Yes, of course they do. But I think things are getting more and more and more complicated, and this is like a stealing force to the liberalization process and to the internationalization of the market, and it's not good. This is not good for passengers. Passengers want cross-border services, and if you take a look at least some parts of our European context, we don't have as much cross-border traffic as we should have. Then, when it comes to the internationalization strategy, our advice is it's good to combine different options. It's good to combine technical assistance with organic and inorganic growth. It's good to diversify risk and to accelerate growth, but what really matters is when you enter in, when a company enters a new market, is to have a local mindset, to become local, and to look at the passengers' needs. And always look for extremely good partners, at least as good as this audience has been with me. Thank you so much.